Hey guys, and welcome back to Rye Guy's Garage. Today we are going to be getting into stripping down the LS 5.3 liter Vortec truck engine for the 1990 Chevy S-10 swap. Hope you guys enjoy. I got to get it ready for pressure washing. So I just have a nice clean motor to put down in it. Here we go. Okay, so ultimately the goal here is to strip it of its wiring on here without cutting anything, because this harness could still be made into a standalone harness. Believe me, I've done it in my living room with my buddy's truck. I do not like cutting wires. It drives me crazy, and I hate when people do it, because you just ruin a perfect uncut harness for no reason when you could have unplugged it, which would have took you 2 seconds. But yeah, I got to get the computer off this harness, because this computer's got to be sent out to be flashed for standalone. And I have that other LS harness that I bought on eBay. That's already set up for the standalone system. So yeah, basically it's all about just disconnecting all the connectors, removing the harness to clear it off so it's not so congested, and I can get in there with the pressure washer and it doesn't have all this crap on it. So here we go. Might as well start with the computer. They're 8mm. They're not 8mm, they're 7mm. Yeah. Where's my 7mm? It's just like a 10mm, it disappears. There you are, you little rascal. There we go. So this 5.3 being dropped into an S10 should run pretty good. It is way better than the 4.3 piece of junk that's in it now, which probably only made, I think, what was it, 160 horsepower? Those numbers are probably not correct, but, you know. What I'm saying is, this is way better. It's a V8, it's fuel injection, and it's just going to be awesome in a little pickup. Especially because these put out a lot of horsepower and torque for what they are. Don't break. What are you doing? Finally caught a nice day, as we are in western Pennsylvania here, and it just got done raining. It's supposed to start raining here soon, so hopefully we can get some footage in. Don't do that. Why are you making sounds? I don't like it. Okay. I'll plug that up later. It should be a first generation computer, as this came out of 99 Silverado, which all those are first gens. Oh, I'm probably going to have to take that off too already. It's got power steering cool. Interesting. Yeah, I'm going to pull that off, I think. I'll just put it back on later. Pulling off the fuse box. My LS harness that I got on eBay has a little tiny relay block and fuse block, so I do not need to reuse this. Although I can, as long as this harness comes out without any cuts, which is the goal. You gotta have some of them country fried too. Oh, that thing's gonna get in the way. I didn't see it. Should take its hose under. Trying to leave these factory clips in case I need them. I really don't like breaking them, because that means I gotta buy them. Because I know I don't have any here. It's always when you break something you usually need it. At least that's the way it goes in my life always. Heavy too. Yeah, get out of my way. Okay. Ejector. Come on. Duh. It would help if I took the lock clip out of there, wouldn't it? Oh yeah. I hope. So, on the LS harnesses, they're hit and miss when you get them because they are China harnesses. I know, made in China. They're China harnesses, and when you get them, they're hit and miss with having different style, injector style clips. So, hopefully, I got the right injectors and I don't have to get adapters to adapt that. If I do, I guess it's no big deal, I'll just go wait on it. But man, are these a pain to get off. Get out of there! Jeez. Okay. I'm not talking nice to you. Another thing I gotta get off this engine too is the transmission, because we will not be using that. That is a 4L60E. I'm retaining my 700R4. So that's coming off, so I need to remove, I believe, the starter. It's been a while since I pulled one of these apart, I must say. So there's many plugs, many things that I gotta take off, look in there, see if I can get to it. Okay, what's going on here? That's gotta come off. Oh, what the heck? All the way down to the transmission. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We'll just leave that bracket on there. Okay. I hope this isn't glued inside that neutral safety switch. They usually are. Come on. I just don't understand why they gotta glue these in there. Like, why couldn't you just put a seal in there and clip it? Like all the rest of the plugs. It makes no sense. Okay, I'm gonna throw the wires in this way. Oh, nice. Just grab the wine grease. Must have been using these on my truck for wheel bearing. Please don't break. Please don't break. Wow. Well, pretty sure the last one of these I pulled off broke as they're glued. Why did they got glue? Just to make my life miserable. Okay, we're probably gonna come back to that. Look down this piece of crap. Oh, that's not good. Might have to boys and girls. Hey, I don't want to do that. Just the transmission. Okay. Oh, let's see if I can find it. What the heck did I do with it last? Oh my lord. Alright, it's time for a shock clean out. It's past time. Found a 13. But I had to go get my other set to find it. Which I totally forgot I had. I found it the other day. It was a long last set from a long time ago. I probably haven't used it in 12 years. It's buried under a bunch of stuff. There we go. Yeah. There is nothing more satisfying than freeing up a bolt that you think is going to break just because of its location. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. Alright. Yeah, buddy. There, that's satisfying. I'm going to save you for later. Where was that hooked up? I don't remember. Probably the core support. Now, are you going to come over there? No, there's 1,000 more clips to remove. They're all on the bottom of the engine. You're probably asking why I don't have a cherry picker doing this. Well, because my brother has his, and I usually borrow it. I don't do enough engine jobs to justify having a cherry picker, although I am looking at investing in one soon, because I just need to have one here for stuff like this. But when lifting the engines, when I need to bring them in, I use the tractor with the cherry picker. I should have shot a video of it when I brought this engine in here. When I had on the cherry picker, the tractor with the transmission still on it. Way too heavy for that 8N Ford. I don't like Fords. Tractors. Or, well, the automaker too. I like certain years. I'll put it at that. But them 8N Fords are very, very light in the front end compared to what I was raised on, which is the old Ferguson tractors. But, yeah. You gotta use what you have, and that's what I do. I have an 8N Ford, so it gets put to use very often. If I didn't have that tractor, I would probably be screwed. Yeah. Where is it? Oh, it is positive. Oh, let's go either. Let's have you. Oh, 100%. Anywhere. Anywhere. Yes, it is. Thank God this had a new starter put on it. Fresh, clean, no rust terminals. Anybody in Pennsylvania or the salt belt knows what I mean. These things snap off, and you need to get a starter solenoid or just a whole new starter. It's turned into a mess. Okay. That's all right. Oh, turn off. Okay. Yeah. Is there anything else? No. Can't wait to pressure wash this thing. These LS engines look so good when you pressure wash them back to new. This one's been leaking oil for the last 20 years. Alright, how do I get that off there? I'm pretty sure that I'm going to have to take the starter off. Do that. And hopefully I don't have to load this up on a tractor to get to the underneath of it. That's going to suck. I'm pretty sure I'll take this out and make it I need to. Oh, that one hurt. Oh, that's nice. That's yours. Oh, that's nice. Wait. Alrighty then. Probably gonna take the mounts off because I don't need them getting in the way of me pressure washing. I got my conversion dirty dingo mounts in. That was shimmed. What the heck? Something's been rubbing that ring gear. Yeah, let's see here. 10. Oh yeah. Now, maybe I ought to bring you guys in so you can see. So, that's what I'm trying to access right in here, the ring gear, which is also known as a flywheel. I got to take the torque converter bolts off for the transmission, and then I can undo the transmission bolts and go from there. And then I got to take these engine mounts off too. But, yeah. You guys will have to let me know when you see the first bolt come around for the torque converter. You see it? Oh, okay. I don't believe it. Well, there's an head. Sure enough. Okay. I hope I have, yes. Probably not that size. Should be mine. Please be that size. I can't believe it. There is something wrong going on here. This never happens. Well, how are we gonna get in there? Maybe. So you're saying there's a chance? Oh yeah. I'm going to talk about a tight fit. Okay. You'll have to let me know when you see the next one. Is it there yet? No? Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, I hate that snap. That is so hard on things. It's almost like GM put this stub here for a reason. I can just use that for leverage. The one good design. Like I said, Allen head. Let me see. Let me know when you see the next one here. Anything yet? Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, I love it. That should be about it. I wonder. Let's test on it first. Yep, sure is. Okay, now we can get the trans bolts. What's that? Oh, the dipstick for the transmission. Okay. I'll bring you guys back in here. Well, guys, I found my 15mm wrench, and that's probably why I couldn't find it. Extremely rusty. Probably scanning through the tools so quick that I scanned over it. I believe these bolts are metric. They are not like an old small block Chevy. So, I'm going to have to save those. So, I can put it on the engine stand. I just hope they're long enough. They probably aren't, because that's my luck. Oh, great. What did I do with my 13 though? Every time. Looking for a tool, set another one down somewhere else, and then it's lost. This is a nightmare. I do not know. What the heck? Oh, no wonder. I set it under a rag. Oh. It's okay. At least 3 times a day I lose my mind. I'm back. Don't worry. Okay. There we go. LSs are a bit weird on their bolt pattern for their transmissions. So, the older ones, they use a bolt right here, and here, and here, where they don't use one up there. So on the LSs, they use one here, and not there. And the block is literally not drilled for it, either. So, a little tidbit of information. Well, my hand's gonna hurt the rest of the day. I don't know why I did that. So, I've had this LS for a while. You know, hard times came up, had to sell it, sold it to my brother, then bought it back. But the truck that this came out of actually was given to me, and I pulled a bunch of parts off of it. I still have tidbits for it around. I think I got the headlights, turn signals, just
Stupid stuff that you would need in like a beer crash or something. I think I even kept the core support and radiator out of this. But I also have the transfer case somewhere for it. But the guy that gave it to me, very, very nice guy. And I was very appreciative for being given it. Given this truck. Basically, he stopped driving it because reverse went out of this transmission. So technically, this transmission's a core. It needs rebuilt. So we really ain't worried about it, but my brother owns it now. Because I just bought the engine back, and I think I just had him split it up within the deal. So they're always nice to have in case you buy a truck that has one and it needs one. Send this off to be rebuilt, throw it in after you pull the old one out, and you're good to go. That's why it's always better if your truck still drives, although it's got issues like reverse gears out of it or it's starting to slip. If you're able to still drive it while you have another one getting rebuilt, that is the best way of going about it to do a transmission, because you can still drive your truck. You got a new one on the way, and you know it's new because it's getting freshly rebuilt. And then you just pull it out and throw it up in. I've done many in a driveway. Being four-wheel drive, it takes a little while longer because you got to get the transfer case off of it and all that stuff. But you can do it in a driveway. It can be done because I've done it. Some people want to pay a shop to do it, but we all know how much that costs. And people like us, we don't have a lot of money to just put out there, like thousands of dollars, just to swap a transmission out. No thanks. I think I'll lay on my back and do it that way. Oh, I gotta get those off there before it cracks that well. I did not realize there's bolts on the bottom of that. Huh. Well, how are we gonna do this? Can I tilt it? Ooh, that's scary. We'll put the anvil under it. Okay. Is that more better? Not really. I think we're gonna get the ratchet for that. Where'd my 15 go? Holes everywhere. I should probably go off this side too. Anyway, alright, there's only two of them in the oil pan. So, one on this side, one on the other. Alrighty then. Okay. Now. Okay. Roll. This. Oh, yeah. Got to. Walk around. So. Yeah, there's nothing. Don't drop it. That's an island. Okay. Let's pull it apart. I'll be free. I don't want this destroying that. Alright. So, is there something else? Stuck on a pin. Look at that. Yep. And there we have it. It is finally ready for pressure washing. I gotta put the exhaust manifolds back on it so those exhaust holes don't fill up with water. But after I do that, it should be sealed up for the most part for pressure washing.